Passive immunity. In addition to immunological memory, a person can have passive immunity to a particular infection. Passive immunity is gained when antibodies to a particular pathogen are transferred from an immune person to someone who has never been infected. Passive immunity can be artificial or natural. Artificial passive immunity is acquired if antibodies from one person or people are injected or transfused into another person. It is called artificial because it requires technology. For example, if Ava had been infected with cholera and recovered, then her blood will have anti-cholera antibodies. If Ava's antibodies are transfused into Bob, who has never had cholera, the presence of Ava's antibodies may partially protect him from cholera for a short time. Bob gains protection passively without ever making his own immune response. Artificial passive immunity can also be acquired artificially through IgG injections. People tend to acquire immunity to pathogens in their specific environments. Travelers will not have immunological memory to infections that are specific to a new region. Pooled human gamma globulin, also known as pooled IgG, is made up of the purified antibodies from the blood of many people. When injected into the hip, pooled human IgG may protect a traveler from many infections for up to 6 weeks. Because a traveler has only antibodies and no natural adaptive immunity from infection, the traveler's immunity is passive and short-lived. The transfer of immunity from mother to child is called natural passive immunity. During pregnancy, antibodies pass through the placenta and enter the circulation of the developing fetus. In this way, the mother shares all of her acquired immunities with the unborn child, and her antibodies may remain in the baby's circulation after birth. Abundant maternal antibodies are also found in breast milk. A nursing child does not digest all the antibodies in milk. Rather, most of them in milk survive the baby's digestion and coat the alimentary tract. In this way, the child receives natural passive immunity from the mother's natural adaptive immunity via breast milk. The newborn's adaptive immune system is still developing for the first 6 months of life, and so passive immunity from maternal antibodies are a crucial part of our early defenses. As long as a child is nursing, their immunity is strengthened by maternal antibodies in breast milk. There are limits to passive immunity, especially when compared to adaptive immunity. Some pathogens, such as viruses, are best neutralized by cellular immunity, not antibodies alone. Also, antibodies do not last long in another person's body. Long-term immunity requires an adaptive immune response and memory B and T cells.